Hi guys, I'm back again to share with you guys my personal experiences with all of this depression, suicide, all this. So growing up, I had kind of a hard life. It wasn't bad. I had a great, financial background for the most part when I was growing up. But depression runs in my family, and my dad is depressed, and my brother and me, and we started experiencing it at a very young age. My dad is abusive alcoholic, and my brother and my mom took the brunt of it just because I was so young. I was 4 when my parents split up. Um, but what I do remember of my childhood with my father has a lot to do with alcohol, and I actually remember one time that me and my brother went to my dad's house, and he was drinking, and they got into a fight, my brother and my father, because they never got along. And I was so young, and I sat there, and I hated the arguing, so I put my head in a pillow, like in between the pillow and the pillowcase, and I remember my brother came over to sit with me after that. And some things escalated, and my dad actually wouldn't let my mom take us back. So the police came, and we sat out on the porch waiting for my mother and the police to come. And I remember sitting there, and it was just getting a little bit dark. And my dad decides that he's going to release his anger, his drunken anger, by punching the side of the house that is no more than this far from this far from my face when I was maybe 5 or 6, if that. I'll never forget that. And he, as I cried, he looked at me and licked the blood off of his knuckles. I ended up writing my college essay about it. Got accepted to every college. uh, it's a very traumatic experience in my life. It affected my entire life. On top of that, my as we grew up, my brother the my brother became a drug addict, and he's now recovering, which is great because he's doing great. But when he first started and he got arrested, he he was in the newspaper of my town and ended up costing me all of my friends when I was in 6th grade. So I had no friends. I didn't have anybody. I had a really bad relationship with my mom, and she has always been there telling me that, well, not necessarily telling me, but in different ways showing me that I wasn't good enough for her, that I was stupid, and that I'm fat, and that I'm ugly, and that I'm worthless. And of course, growing up through your entire life thinking that you are all of those things definitely has a play on everything you have to do with everything else that happens in your life. And my brother was arrested. Don't have a good relationship with my mom. I ended up wanting to kill myself. Doesn't sound like much, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that play into it. Plus depression itself, it's just a deep sadness that you can never get rid of. Especially as a young kid, people don't necessarily believe you that you are so upset, depressed. When I went to high school, I met my best friend, and her name's Rachel, my freshman year, and I remember walking to the CVS in our town. It was like an hour and a half walk from her house, and we walked and basically just had a heart to heart. I told her, she was the first person I told that I was depressed and that I wanted to kill myself. I had these videos or movies in my head where I just wanted, like, I pictured all of the ways that I could die. But I could never bring myself to do it because I was scared. I knew that it would get me out of the pain that I was in, but it it wouldn't stop the pain that my family would feel. So I never did try to attempt suicide. I contemplated it. I as I got further into my high school years, I started meeting new people. There was a lot of drama in high school, and there's always going to be a lot of drama in high school, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're going to be around it, no doubt about it. It sucks. But I met a lot of new people, and I went through a lot of bad stuff. I did a lot of bad things when I was in high school, I'm not proud of. And I'm sure that any of my friends who see this will know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, I lost a lot of friends because of it. I got involved with the wrong people. I started doing drugs. I started drinking. But when I went to college, I met a bunch of new people and I changed my ways. I found something that I loved, the army. I could never imagine how much I love it. I'm in the ROTC at my college, and I would not give up a second of it. It has taught me so much. The people in there, especially, have taught me so much, and I will never be able to repay them. Um, so I'm happy now. When you're 20 years old, I'm 20 years old, and well, I'm almost 20 in a couple months, and I've never been happier. Things are finally working out for me, and I'm so glad that I didn't attempt to do anything that I would have never been able to see something like this. You know, I don't think he ever knew it, but the biggest contributing factor to why I decided not to commit suicide, other than my fear, is my ex-boyfriend. So, yeah, thank you guys. I'll get back to you. Bye.